This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever think about switching insurance companies to see if you could save some cash? Progressive makes it easy to see if you could save when you bundle your home and auto policies. Try it at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states.
Forever. Dog.
When your first choice is a big old bus,
you turn around and boom, you end up with a sloppy seconds. Oh, diva.
our number is 213-536-9180, and I hope you all enjoyed that new song that goes along with our phone number.
Oh, yeah, I loved it.
Yeah, and you can email us at our email address, which
is sloppysecondspod@gmail.com.
I'm such a mess today.
Yeah, this is why you're not in charge of the intros.
Well, give us our good intro then, Diva.
Hi, you fucks, you sloppy little fucks, you nasty little fucks, you dirty little fucks, you horny little fucks.
I have a crazy thing to say about horny fucks.
You're one of them? Welcome to Sloppy Seconds with Big Dipper and Jelly. Wait, what did I just say out loud? Welcome to Sloppy Seconds with Big Dipper and Meatball. I'm Meatball.
I'm very happy with how things are going today. I was looking for some boom boom chat on an app.
What is boom boom chat?
You know,
sexy talk?
Sexy pic swap and chatty talk time.
Well, why don't you just go to one of these Zoom jerk-off circles?
Girl.
That seems like people are chit-chatting away in there.
That ain't for me. But some man unlocked his pics, and there was a mutual friend of ours getting fucked in the gallery.
Wait, was it someone who's been on this podcast?
Uh-huh.
I know exactly who it is, I think.
Well, he also told that story on this podcast, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that would be crazy to see a friend of yours. And he's just like in many of the videos on this guy's like unlocked.
That seems kind of like false advertising, because it's like you're not going to get him and the guy. You're just getting the one guy.
Right.
I don't know. So, did you get any boom boom chat? How have you been dealing sexually with this quarantine? I know you've only hooked up once.
Well, no, not once, just with that one guy.
Multiple times.
Yeah, so at this point, I just like, go like once a week or twice a week over to his house and suck his dick.
And that's all you need.
Chats. I do it in person. Suck his dick.
I give it them boom boom chats.
Fuck your boom boom chats. I suck them in person. Oh. Yeah, that's what I was going for.
That's a bop.
Yeah. So, you know, it's been fine, except like, I don't know. One time I had not really had a lot of interpersonal conversations. So like we chatted a bit after and that was fine. But then like this last time I went this weekend and I was like, girl, I'm done. And I was like opening the door and I was like, well, see you next time.
Oh, so you don't want to be friends.
Well, I think I'm trying to give him the chop. Listen to our sister podcast, The Chop, starring Latrice and Manila Luzon.
And Manila Luzon.
I think I'm trying to get him the chop and then get like a batch of tests and then find a new person who like wants to like fuck and kiss and like.
Yeah, what I don't understand is like, how is that no offense, and if it's your thing, I'm sorry, but for me it wouldn't work if it was just my job to like go over there and suck them off. I'd be like, I'm doing all this work, it's quarantine, I need someone that's gonna pleasure me too. Right? Or no?
Well, I mean,
you're a power sub.
Yeah, I guess when it started, like I'm busy, I'm working, I'm not like looking for anything, and so part of me was just like, this will be great. This like scratches an itch. Like I really just do love sucking dick, so I was like, this will be it. But now I'm like,
it's getting a little boring.
And, you know, at this point, we've talked about this before. It's about personal responsibility. The pandemic is not going to be about some nationwide It is
Article
about
today, Dr. Fauci said it's not going to be over until the end of 2021, honey. The end. I was like, give it 2022, might as well.
Girl, exactly. And I was just talking with a friend of mine who was talking about this celebrity who like has enough money to have rapid tests. So she's like posting on her Instagram, like her and a bunch of actors and comedians like hanging out because they've all taken rapid tests. And it's
they have
like
the money to do that.
They have the money to do it. So she's got a stockpile of rapid tests. You come over to the house, you get a rapid test, you're good to go. And then everyone is like hanging out maskless and posting it on the internet. And I'm like, well, just don't post it on the internet. But at this point, it's like...
I mean, that just goes to show it's like we could all be doing that if rapid tests were made easily available for everybody. Also,
right.
I mean, what were you going to say? Because I have another thing I want to say.
I was just going to say, so at a certain point, it becomes about personal responsibility, about like knowing about risk factors, like being honest and open. And so, I mean, I think that the Canadian government, I don't know if it was the city government or all of Canada, but definitely like New York City, like a few months ago, they released that thing from the health department that was like, guess what? We know you will be having sex, so try a glory hole. Try not kissing and just fucking with condoms. Like, try other things. So they were...
Let's take it back to high school.
You know, I know...
Blowjobs with condoms.
I know early on I was cheering on abstinence, which I'm like, girl, for a couple months you can do it. And after I did it for a couple months, guess what? I donated my gay blood to the Red Cross. So, yeah. But, you know, now we're going to be at a point where it's like everyone's got to do what they got to do. You know what I mean? And just do it responsibly.
I'm at a point where everyone I know has either secretly left LA and like is making plans to not come back or are just out, like just leaving. Everyone I know is leaving.
What do you mean secretly left LA?
There are some people I know who are drag queens who just have left LA and are somewhere else, and it's multiple, not all together. They just were like, listen, there's nothing to do in LA. I don't want to perform with a mask on. I'm not making any money. I can't afford to live in LA. It's such an expensive city. The government isn't doing anything to help me out. I have to move. I have to go. I don't have an option.
That makes sense.
It's just annoying to me, I guess, that now I'm losing friends because there's nothing going on. Like, everyone's just leaving.
We all have days when we want to eat well, but just don't have the time or the energy to plan, shop, and cook.
That's exactly where Factor comes in. They deliver fully prepared meals designed by dietitians and crafted by chefs right to your door.
With Factor, you can stay on track with your nutrition goals, whether that's high protein, balanced meals, or overall wellness, without any extra effort.
The meals are fresh, never frozen, and ready in just 2 minutes, which makes it easy to fit into your routine.
You know, I love coming home after a long day and having a tasty and filling Factor meal. It's waiting for me, and I don't have to worry about shopping. It's quick and easy, and one less thing I need to think about when I get home.
You know, I'm feral for fish right now, and I always get my fix with Factor. I recently had their scampi-styled shrimp and salmon, and let me tell you, it did not disappoint.
So get Factor today and start enjoying delicious and nutritious meals.
Head to factormeals.com/sloppyseconds50off and use code sloppyseconds50off to get 50% off and free daily greens per box with new subscription only, while supplies last until September 27th, 26. See website for more details.
That's factormeals.com/sloppyseconds50, like the number, off. Sloppy Seconds 50 off. Okay, something about me. I love shopping. If you love shopping too, you have to check out Rakuten.
And all you have to do is shop, 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 shop. And with Rakuten, you get cash back and rewards on almost everything you buy.
Exactly.
Shop.
Homeware, daily essentials, jeans. We're talking eBay, CVS, and even Levi's.
Ooh, so I can buy a vintage couch, tons of paper towels, and grab a new pair of jeans and still get cash back.
And that's not all. You can even stack those rewards on top of sales and coupons.
But
But Big Dipper, how does this magic work?
Well, I'll tell you. Rakuten is paid by partner stores to send them shoppers, and then Rakuten passes on some of that money to you, the member.
Rakuten is so real for that.
Plus, Rakuten has 17 million members who are already saving. Don't you want to become one of them?
Join for free at Rakuten.com or download the Rakuten app and start saving money now.
That's Rakuten.com or download the Rakuten app today. Do you want to improve your sleep? Well, listen up and get a Helix.
Whether you sleep on your side, your back, your stomach, Helix makes premium mattresses that are designed to fit your specific sleep style.
You know, now that it's spring, why not upgrade your sleep game and get a Helix mattress?
And you know what?
What?
I can guarantee you that they have a mattress for you with over 20 different styles and models for you to sleep on. I love sleep. I can't get enough of it.
And I love my Helix mattress. So ever since I got the big and tall, I know we go on and on about it, but it's a perfect fit for me. I haven't had a mattress before that I was able to select a model from, and I'm so happy I got to do that with Helix.
And I, too, have the big and tall model, and it's perfect for my big and tall body. I loved it so much, I got a second one from a guest room.
True.
Yes, baby. And the people are sleeping great in there when they eventually do sleep in there.
Best of all, Helix delivers right to your door with free shipping in the US, and you can get a 120-night sleep trial to make sure that it's right for you.
You also get peace of mind because Helix mattresses are backed by a limited lifetime warranty and have been recognized by experts at places like Forbes and Wired. And me. I am a sleep expert too.
Period. Go to helixsleep.com/sloppy to get up to 27% off site-wide during their Memorial Day sale.
That's helixsleep.com/sloppy, and make sure you enter sloppy seconds after checkout so that they know that we sent you.
helixsleep.com/sloppy.
Get yourself a Helix.
Would you leave LA?
Me?
Yeah.
I would, except I'm not done with this city, and I have bigger things to do when it comes to the entertainment industry. And like, we're growing this podcast network, and like, I'm working on stuff that like could eventually turn into TV shows. And guess what? The industry is not stopping. They're just adjusting. They're just recalibrating. TV shows are being shot. Crews are being quarantined. People are getting tested every day. It's just people are adjusting. And unfortunately, like everything with this country, if you are at a certain level or only do one thing, you're going to get trampled on. Whereas the people with money and access are able to afford to pivot. And, you know, I'm really lucky that what we're doing predominantly right now is all audio and done over the internet. So, like, yeah, theoretically, I could go stay with my parents in New Mexico for like 6 months and just sort of like chill there and focus on podcasting and stuff. But I also know that I'm about to like move into my own apartment, which is a goal that I've had forever. And I'm really excited to do that. And I want to do that in LA. Though every day you look out the window, guess what, Diva? It's the apocalypse.
It's the apocalypse. Honey, I was looking out. I live near Griffith Park, and normally I can see like up the mountainside and stuff. It is all smoke. Like I can't see the top.
You looking up the mountainside?
Honey, I'm looking into the unknown. That is Idina Menzel from Elphaba's Revenge, Wicked, Frozen 2.
Wicked 2?
I said Elphaba. Wait, Alpha, Frozen 2. Anyway.
Frozen 2.
I don't, Elphaba's Revenge.
Wait. Run me back. Are you writing Wicked 2? Are you actively writing a sequel to Wicked? Is it called The Wizard of Oz?
Who snitched? Oh, it's a little small. I got a pumpkin spice latte.
Is that...
Ow, fresh delivered.
Now, so you're one of those people who likes to drink cold milk in latte form?
Yeah. I also didn't realize how much milk is in a latte. You're only getting like okay, hold on. Before you judge me.
It's only milk.
It's basically only milk with a splash.
What's her last name?
Menzel.
It's only milk, Miss Menzel. Try to say that.
It's only milk, Miss Menzel.
Oh, wow.
That's how I would go from being a background performer to foreground. They would say, can someone say that? And I would say it flawlessly. And they'd be like, bring that bitch up here. That is a star.
They didn't do that to you on that Swish Swish video, though.
No, we were told to leave. Oh my God. Have I ever told the story of the Swish Swish video on this podcast?
I don't think so.
I am in that video for a split second. I am in the background. I am blurred. I was there all day. I missed out on a gig that night for them to basically have us walk onto the basketball court, say, okay, do that thing. And none of us were prepared. And they're like, you guys didn't come up with the cheer? And we were like, no one told us to. You all just told us to put on these cheerleader outfits. And they were like, okay, well, wave your arms around. And then they just cut us all out.
So they had you sit around with plenty of time to come up with a cheer.
Yes, they just at no point ever told us to do the cheer. They got us all there. They called us that morning to get there.
Girl.
We showed up in full drag with like an hour's notice. They put us in these cheerleader outfits. Mine does not fit. And then they get us down there and they're like, where's the cheer?
Give us the cheer.
Where's the cheer? But Katy Perry did come over and say nice things to us. And she gorilla gripped Pickle the drag queen's wait, is that not the right term? She was holding her hand very tight.
What's
it was
a
like
gorilla grip?
It's like when you grab someone really, really tight, but they've been using it for WAPs now. But she was holding Pickle's hand so tight that Pickle's hands were turning white. And Katy Perry walked away and Pickle looked at me and she goes, she was gripping me for dear life.
From the
Do
top,
you think?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
I was going to say from the top, make it WAP. Do I think
right.
what?
Do you think Katy Perry is being held in a conservatorship like Britney Spears?
No.
Okay.
Do you?
I don't know.
What made you think that?
Just because she seems like she doesn't want to be a pop star. And she keeps on doing things that like Britney Spears did, which was like being a judge on American Idol, releasing albums that they like later like, I didn't want to do that.
I would argue against that.
Okay. Well, what about that time that she like had everyone come to a house and she cried in front of them?
I feel like she wanted to do that. I feel like all she wants to do is be that number one bitch again.
Okay, let's go back to the fact that everything in LA is shutting. How about this?
Okay.
I want to rent an RV and do a cross-country road trip, but then in cities that I can, literally pretty much like AJ and the Queen, pop out and drag, do a little two-step, high-step it in a red wig, and then leave the town with money and move on to the next city.
I think this is an amazing idea. Quickly before we go, have you ever used those Biore nose strips that peel the black hairs off your face?
They don't do shit,
or was
honey.
that just...
They don't do shit. They don't...
Was that just in, like, the 90s and, like, 10 Things I Hate About You and the Delia's catalog?
Yes, it was everywhere, and I always wanted to do them, and some people are like, ooh, look how much it pulled out. And it's the same with, like, the black charcoal ones. They don't do anything. The only thing that empties my pores is if I do, like, a mud mask.
Ooh,
like
mud mask.
Like, when it's all mentholated. Then you got to heat your face up. You got to, like, get your face all hot so that the pores open up. Not hot, but warm.
I want to get a facial both kinds.
Yes, honey.
Can I tell you, though? I did get a pedicure yesterday.
Did they scrub the bottom of your feet raw?
Girl, she scrubbed me out. But I'll tell you, I Googled heavy duty pedicure.
Uh-huh.
And I found a place that like really, I guess, is a heavy duty pedicure. And I called her up and she was like, yeah, I'm booked 3 weeks out in advance. And I was like, damn, okay. Well, I was looking for something this weekend. And she was like, well, good luck finding it, but you should book with me. Put me on your bucket list. Do you want new feet? I will change your life. She said all of that to me on the phone. I was like, this is incredible. But I went to this place and, you know, everyone had a mask on and they set up tents outside and you sat on plastic folding chairs and put your little feet on a stool and like they turned it out. But I was like, this really is just out on the street.
I mean, that sounds great. You know what else was out on the street? Me and Pinche had a garage sale that you swung by. Now, you came at the very end when there were very few pieces of unique costuming left.
Uh-huh.
What did you think of the sale? What did you think of our setup?
Y'all turned it. I was impressed that you had sold so many things, that you had made a lot of money, that legacy garments have found new homes. I was also impressed that, unlike me, you are not a pack rat, and when things were done and they were absolute trash, like you couldn't donate them anywhere because it was like a big piece of fur sewn together with a rhinestone on it. It just went in the garbage.
Yes.
And I was very impressed with that.
That's my new philosophy. I've been just trying to just toss shit out. Actually, later today, my plan was to go through all my old T-shirts.
I just did that. I'm about to go donate those.
Where are you donating in LA? Because Goodwills won't accept anything.
Well, Out of the Closet is taking donations, and then there are some of those bins that donate as well.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to take a quick break, and we will be right back.
Black.
Hello, everybody.
We're back.
Okay, so some people have been making use of our email address, which we love. So thank you for doing that.
sloppysecondspod@gmail.com.
And I have pulled an email to read today. This is entitled... Oh, my God.
Help!
Now, it's entitled Help.
Yeah.
No, this is entitled Arrested in the Middle of a BJ, which, you know, fits our Law and Order theme. Hi, Big Dipper and Meatball. My name is Avery. Love the podcast and love it even more now that we get episodes twice a week.
Oh,
You're
yeah,
welcome.
it's Tuesday.
That's right. What is today?
Tuesday.
I have a hookup story that I think is worth sharing, and I'd like to title the story Blue Balled by the Boys in Blue, a tale of arrests, blowjob, and gay fear. Oh my God, come through with the actual writing. I love this.
I was like, this person needs to write a short story for us.
This all happened a few years back. There was this guy that I would hook up with pretty often, but neither of us could host. Let's call him Frank for legal reasons. Every time we met, it was a bit of a game to find a place to park where we wouldn't get caught. One night, Frank and I were driving around looking for a spot when we found a small woodsy park at the bottom of a hill. Frank made a joke/comment about how the park was probably a hot spot for police busting people for drugs. Foreshadowing. We find a spot and get comfortable. After a few minutes of me sucking him off, he suddenly starts telling me to stop and get up, and I see a pair of bright lights approaching. Much to my dismay, it's a cop.
Oh, no.
The cop rolls up on us and comes to the passenger window where Frank is sitting. Wait.
Why is Frank the passenger?
And you're bent over with the steering wheel?
Wait a minute.
Yeah. It boggles.
It must be one of those trucks or something where there's no like compartment in the glove compartment, you know?
Or it must be a thin person who can bend over while there's a steering wheel in front of them.
Or it could be one of those cars where the steering wheel, remember those old cars where you could pull the steering wheel and it would flip up?
Oh my God. Or how about those like really old cars where you could pull the whole steering wheel off?
Yes. So then, yes, that's what it must be.
Okay, we've landed on. He pokes his head in the window and asks us what we're doing, and I fumble to come up with some stupid excuse for us being in the park after it was closed. The cop noticed that Frank was wearing a lot of cologne. Ew, you sucked his dick while he was wearing cologne?
Wait a minute. Now I like cologne.
You do?
I like a good smell.
What kind?
Prada. Gucci. Louis.
Givenchy.
Do you remember when everyone in high school wore light blue?
Was that like Aqua di Gio? Or that was Abercrombie? It was Abercrombie and
No,
Fitch?
it was...
You're younger than me, so...
Yeah, I think it was, I don't know, Giorgio Armani light blue.
Yes. I do remember
common
that.
scent.
My aunt got me Aqua di Gio, and I was like, I'm a grown-up adult man, and I live for this. And also, this is no shade, but like, I mean, not no shade. What am I saying? This is
All shade.
All shade. All tea, all shade, all pink lemonade. No, this is not some sort of endorsement, but I know we've advertised for Manscaped before, but that sort of cologne smell that they delivered, I like that.
Yeah. Well, because that one's like muskier.
Well, and
It's
then
like
also just to me, it smells clean. It smells like
it
soap.
doesn't smell like it's covering something up. It just smells like, oh, this person just bathed.
Yes, exactly. Okay, so anyways.
But that was not a plug. So don't worry, you guys. They're not making money off that one.
They're making money off the other ones, but not that one. Okay, so he pokes his head in the window, and the cop noticed that Frank was wearing a lot of cologne, and deadass just said, "It smells like Axe in here. Are you guys smoking weed?" Frank quickly responded, "No, we're not smoking anything. Feel free to search the car."
How dare. Frank, it's not your car.
At this point, I realize I have my whole stash of weed sitting in the back seat of my car, unbeknownst to Frank, who just offered a full inspection to the cops. Weed is not legal in my state. I had just started smoking, and I didn't know what would happen if I got caught with it in my car. Girl.
Listen,
I start
Avery.
to panic, but the cop just takes both our IDs and heads back to his car. I'm sitting there panicking about getting in trouble for possession when Frank turns to me and says, "You might be leaving here alone tonight," and then proceeds to tell me he has warrants out for his arrest.
Franklin!
Frank, run! Can you imagine him getting out and running away?
Run, Frank, go! In the middle of the night.
Have you ever had to dump drugs?
Have I ever had to dump drugs? No. No. Oh, wait. One time, yes, the police were like following behind me and my friend. And but we were in high school and this was clearly very illegal. But we were smoking and driving and I had to throw the pipe and the weed down a storm drain when we took a turn.
And you, from the car, you threw it into the storm drain?
It was like Texas. So the storm drains are very long and very high.
Wow.
So it's like at least like a foot up with a grate. And I was like aiming for the middle part and it went whoop. And shattered in there. I could hear it.
Girl, we have all lost a pipe or two. Okay.
Mm-hmm. I also remember one time I was boozing and cruising when I was 18. Because the roads were long and straight. And me and my friends would just get in there with a big gulp cup and just drink and drive.
Not boozing.
Drink and drive.
No,
this message is brought to you by Manscaped.
No. Not drink and drive. That shit is not funny, Meatball.
It's not.
That's why Uber is around.
Yes.
Okay, so Frank actually said that the warrants were just for unpaid tickets. Well, after a good 10 minutes of sitting around, another cop rolls up, and I start to get even more nervous. Both cops approach the vehicle and place Frank under arrest, lock him in the backseat, and return to me and tell me that I'm free to go. Up until that moment, I was sure that I would get in trouble for something, so the weight off my shoulders was immense. Apologies if this is too long. No, it wasn't too long, Avery, and it was well written. Girl, so what? Then did you go suck somebody else's
next?
dick?
What were the warrants for? There's nothing?
Oh, no, it just says that unpaid tickets. And then Frank went to jail with blue balls.
Mm-mm-mm.
Oh my God. Well, thank you, Avery, for writing in. We all have faced the struggle of finding a place to hook up because neither people could host. And, sometimes you got to go to the park. Sometimes you got to go to a car. I hate it in a car, though.
It's no good in a car.
It's good in a car.
Well, unless it's like a big van. Where would you suggest? I'm thinking, based on what you said a couple weeks ago, behind a grocery store is probably a good spot.
I've done it behind a grocery store.
What about if you live on close to the outskirts of town, just behind a billboard?
I honestly, the other place that I've done it is just I've late at night, I've gone to a semi-residential, not so bright street light area and just turned the car off and been with the car off. I think if you're parked amongst other parked cars.
Yeah.
But I guess it is technically illegal because it's indecent exposure to
yes.
even in your car.
Yes.
But I guess you could put up blocks in the window, like put up a sunscreen and like something else and be like, well, y'all didn't see anything. Just when this car's a rockin', don't come a knocking.
That's the tea. But I also just think it's like the fact that you're like technically in public.
Girl.
Doing something. Me and my friends we would have one friend be the designated driver, and then we would get in the back seat and they would just drive around, and we would take the rear view mirror out.
Wait,
so I couldn't look back.
What?
My friend had one of those really old fucking like wide grandma cars that was like heavy as hell. A Lasab.
Wait.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Wait.
They
you
were like
would have
boats
your
on
friend
wheels.
drive you around while you did
I'm just
boom
now
boom
realizing
in the back?
Now, don't take this the wrong way.
Teenage boom boom in the back?
But she was a girl.
Is this the girl who you both sucked each other's dicks? I mean, you both sucked the same dick?
No. This is a different girl.
Girl, she was
This is the girl
around
that when I was
just
like
muttering
maybe 13.
to herself. Hold on.
Maybe
she was,
13.
Let me say my joke first. She was driving around just muttering to herself, gay rights, gay rights, gay rights. While y'all were doing that
And
teenage
we were like,
boom boom
quit
in the
looking
back.
back here. She's like, I'm not. And she like took the rear view mirror thing down. She's like, see? And then I was like, wow, we're going to die.
What were you up to back there?
Just a little touch, a little frisky touching. To me, it was like no different than like, I guess blowing a guy in the back of a cab, which you shouldn't do.
No.
Exactly. That's why I've never done it.
Girl. Okay. Well,
I'm winking.
I feel like you regress or you suppress a lot of memories, and then while we're having casual conversation, these like pretty intense things sort of emerge from deep within you.
I just think, lately I've just been doing a lot of thinking, but I also, to me, they're not that bad. Like I've done worse, which
Girl,
I don't think
we've all done worse.
Is like a good thing to say. I just think that I don't care anymore.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
I mean, it's fun to look back and be like, well, I make wild and crazy decisions in my life. Wait, I want to end on this high note because, today is Tuesday. If you have not yet
registered to vote.
Oh, right. You wanted to talk about this. I was
really
going to say binge watch Girlfriends again because it's on Netflix.
Also, other very important business.
Did you ever watch Girlfriends? Was that ever your shit?
Yes.
That was
now,
my...
ask me if I know their names because I don't. But I like the one who wore like the arm cuff all the time. Yes. Tracy Ellis Ross. She has one of the best Welcome to My Homes or whatever they're called. Have you watched that?
Vogue? 73andMe?
Yeah. Yes.
She's like 73andMe. Diana Ross.
Diana Ross. I know who it is.
Wait, did you see that movie that was loosely based like on... Well, I guess it wasn't based on her mom, but it was Tracy Ellis Ross as a pop star?
And it was based on her mom? Do you mean Dreamgirls?
No. Wait, we got so off topic. Did you watch Girlfriends?
No. Well, yes.
Okay.
But
it's
not
so
religiously.
good, and it's all on Netflix again. They really are doing some dope programming on Netflix because they brought back Moesha. They brought back Girlfriends. They brought back The Game. They brought back Sister.
What's The Game?
The Game is that show that was about professional football players and their wives and girlfriends.
No, I don't think I watched that.
It was like a sitcom that came out when that reality show called Wags came out, which is the term they use for wives and girlfriends when it comes to professional sports. So that reality show was happening.
Their little tails.
Well, or because it's an acronym.
Like bitches.
Okay. This is all over the place. So anyways, you want to vote in person?
I mean, I just think because I don't know if they're going to count our mail-in ballots. I don't know. I sent you the CNN article that was basically just like, listen, this could be dangerous because it will appear that Donald Trump has won the night of the election because his base will all be voting in person. And and like Democrats for the most part. I mean, I'm sure a lot will be voting in person, but for the most part, people are like taking COVID seriously and are just going to use the mail-in ballot. So it's going to create an issue where we don't know who's the president for maybe a week after the actual election.
Well, if not longer. I think it's going to be like a month or so before everything gets counted.
And if it says good old DT on it again, I'm out of here. I'm moving to the UK or Canada.
Well, you can't. Where don't you have a passport to somewhere?
I have a passport, yes.
But don't you have dual citizenship?
Possibly.
Why are you being cagey about this?
I'm not being cagey. I don't need people knowing my business.
Oh, okay. Don't be weird. Be cool about the address, guys. That's what you said on your post about the sale.
Yeah. Don't be weird.
All right. Well, we made it to the end of our Tuesday show.
This one's a wild one.
You know.
Here's the tea on this tea,
Only
Moss.
the good die young.
Only the good die young, and we normally record these on Monday, but we were like, it's too much. It's becoming too much. Let's do it on a Sunday. And, a Sunday afternoon.
I like this energy, honestly, for Tuesday, this weirdo Sunday afternoon vibe. I'm into it. So sound off in the comments.
Yeah, and also subscribe and like and subscribe.
All right. So should we read our little outro?
Yes.
Thanks so much for listening to Sloppy Seconds. You can follow us on Instagram at SloppyPod. Send us an email at sloppysecondspod@gmail.com or call in with your fuck talk story to
213 5. I don't know it. 5553 6 8 9 1 8 0
213 536 9180. Yeah. It's kind of like that board game, Don't Wake Daddy, at the end.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when they said, Don't Wake Daddy. All right. We'll see you on Friday. Oh, we have an amazing guest this Friday. Get ready. It's going to be, should we tell him? Sure,
yeah,
let's
say it's Lady Bunny.
So
a comedy icon and genius.
Talk about geriatric care. We will see you on Friday.
Wait, is that just because she's old?
Yes.
All right. Goodbye. Doodle-a-doo-doo. Forever dog.
Sloppy Seconds is produced by Forever Dog and Moguls of Media.
Mom! Hosted by Big Dipper and Meatball. Mixed and mastered by William Pitts.
Executive produced by Willem Belli, Alaska Thunderfuck, Brett Boehm, Joe Cilio, and Alex Ramsey.
Our artwork is drawn by Christian Cimarroni.
And our theme song was written by Mike Malarkey.